pretty weird.
T3 Media.
Welcome to this week's edition of Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment, news, and reviews by fans for fans. Make sure you like the video and subscribe whether you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. As always, share those thoughts during the show while we monitor comments because we want to hear them. I'm Sarah Catherine the Red, and joining me today, as always, is the lovely Astros fan, Chris Fagan.
Oh, go Stros! That's right. We have a wager today that
Welcome to this week's edition of Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment, news, and reviews by fans.
That's on my end. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. We have an ongoing blood feud. For those of you who don't know, I am from Houston, Texas. Sarah is from Atlanta, Georgia, or in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know if you're from Atlanta, Georgia. Are you from Georgia?
Nope.
Born and raised?
No.
Where were you? Where were you born? Let's learn about you. Sarah
I was born in North Carolina, but as a military brat, we moved all around. So Atlanta's home for now.
From North Kakalaki.
Yeah. Fort Bragg, baby.
We already got our first comment. Dune is the most odd movie ever. I don't know if I've completely hate it or absolutely love it. I've been hearing those kinds of comments. It's one of those movies where you're on one side or the other. But we're going to get into Dune a little bit later. So, guys, I appreciate you guys for joining us for another week of Talking to the Medias. I also appreciate you guys for helping us out on our social media platforms, on Streamlabs, Instagram, Twitter. I'm just going down the banner right now. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and on TikTok. And I'll remove those logos out the way since we already got Mr. Legends already commenting. So I'll remove that later. Hold on one second.
As well as the sensei has entered the building as well. The spice must flow.
How are you doing, you magnificent son of a gun? How you doing? All right, thanks, guys, for joining us here on Talking Through the Medias. And we'll just get right into it. We have a few topics that we're going to go over in the week, and then we're going to just start riffing on those. Hopefully, we'll keep it into a tight 30 since we got a game to watch. Go Stros. And if you guys don't mind, hit those emojis, hit those Go Astros comments. You know, we don't worry about the Atlanta Braves over here because it's my show. And
because they've already won the first game.
You know what?
So,
you know what?
That's all. That's all.
You know what? Let's just, I gotta go do something real quick. Give me 5 minutes. You can go ahead and finish the show. I'll be right back. Game one. But guys, if you don't have time to catch us on YouTube live, on Facebook or anything like that, you can always catch us on podcasts as well. So if you have time, you want to check out the podcast, you can check it out on Spotify or on iTunes. So if you do listen to any of those if you have those podcasts, you can follow us there and just listen along every week because we upload them every week. And also, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put it in the box because we want to hear everything that you got to say, whether it's on social media or here during the live show. So, like I said, we got some topics we're going to go through, and let's get right into it. So, what is topic number one? Well, I'm glad you asked, Chris. Topic number one is all about the People's Choice Awards. So we got the People's Choice Awards. They just came through. A few of the nominees. We're not going to run through them all because the People's Choice Awards are just ridiculous with their long list. You know, the greatest song, the greatest movie, TV. They cover a lot of things. The greatest celebrity who hasn't been canceled yet. I can't wait until that category is actually something. It seems like it's only a matter of time since they already have like the most binge-worthy category. Did you see that? They have a binge-worthy category now.
No, I believe that nowadays, both streaming platforms.
Streaming.
It is.
I guess it is. It is
in this COVID world now.
I thought you were gonna. It sounded like a Tupac song you were about to sing. I was like, is she about to say quote Tupac? Okay, but that's what before the show starts every week. Sarah's always quoting Tupac. You guys don't know that. That's another fun fact about Sarah Catherine.
Tupac for life.
But let's run down real quick. All I'm gonna do is talk about the movie category than the main TV category, albums, and I think there's one more comedy act. That's all I'm going to cover. So for as you guys can see right there, for movie, we have Black Widow, Coming to America 2. These are the nominees for Best Film of 2021. Fast 9, The Fast Saga, Dune, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, The Tomorrow War, and Venom, Let There Be Carnage. There's some there that I can understand why they're in there. I guess this is just everything that's that comes out before the nominees are announced.
I feel like these are all just very recent. I feel like there's other movies in 2021 that could have made the list, I guess.
The only one that really like Coming to America 2 is that that was the oldest one on this list, I think. Everything else was like a week ago.
Yeah.
So it's weird how this list came together. And have you seen I've only seen from the list, I've seen Black Widow, I've seen Coming to America 2.
I've seen that one.
I've seen Venom, the greatest
I haven't
movie of
seen the
2021.
Fast and Furious 9. I kind of gave up around the third one.
What?
I haven't seen No Time to Die yet, but I do want to see that. Or Dune. And then The Tomorrow War, I saw that one. And then I haven't seen Venom.
Mr. Legend says that I have to watch Dune again. This movie is too original and I might be stunned about it. I promised Sarah that I wouldn't watch it on HBO Max, even though it's right there. But Dune is one of those. It's like it's in that situation where, and we'll go further into detail about it a little bit later. But it's in that situation where when you know it's available on a streaming service, I'm like, I'll catch it whenever I feel like it. There's no sense of urgency. Like it's only in theaters, and when it's not in theaters anymore, then you have that time gap from when it's available on streaming or on DVD or something like that. There's no sense of I got to get my butt out there, now, because it's right there whenever I feel like it. I decide.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally agree. But if you feel like this newer version of the Dune movie, because there has been another Dune movie. It was way back in the days. I think it's like the 70s or 80s.
Like 80s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you watch that one, I know that one follows the books more closely. So I don't know if the new version does or not. So I guess we'll see after I get a chance to fully drown myself in it. But watch, if you think that this one is really original, watch the first one. If the first movie, if the second movie goes as closely to the book as the first one does, then you'll be able to see a little more insight, because I know the first one had a lot of the great dialogue that was in the books.
There's another YouTuber named the guy's been in the business for a long time, named John Campia. He's a huge Star Wars fan, and him and his wife, they enjoy Star Wars. She enjoys sci-fi. She's not like a crazy Star Wars fan or crazy. His wife isn't crazy into sci-fi that much, but she's like, above average nerd, right? But he says when they saw Dune, she walked out the theater and said, I love Star Wars. He was talking to her husband. I love Star Wars. I guess she had to brace him because he loves Star Wars. But I think Dune is the greatest sci-fi movie I've ever seen. She's never seen she never read the book. He says she's never seen any of she never saw the old movie, but so this is her first introduction, and she said this is her favorite sci-fi fantasy movie that she's ever seen in her life. So
it's an amazing world. The writer creative. It's fantastic. And during the time period in which it came out, there was like nothing like it. There's still people copying it now. Like if you look at Tremors with their sandworms and things like that, stuff like that. So there's been a lot of copies and a lot of attempts to kind of steal a little bit from this movie, from the books originally, if you want to be serious. And there's lots of the books. So really this movie could be, 4 or 5 movies if they wanted to, but it probably won't. They'll probably condense them.
What do you think the people are gonna go for People's Choice? The People's Choice Award. So I'm pretty sure I'm convinced Fast 9 is gonna win this. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I think between Fast 9 or Black Widow. I'm just talking about the people.
Oh, really?
Because it's the people's choice. There's gonna be kids voting
I feel
twice.
I feel like Shang-Chi definitely has a nice push to it. I don't know. I'm feeling either like Shang-Chi or maybe the No Time to Die. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's a potluck, really.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like voting for prom king with the People's Choice. So it's like who's the most popular, and that's what I'm thinking. It's like Venom is got a chance. Fast 9.
Yeah.
Any of the Marvel movies, really, you're pretty much right. But let's just be honest. I don't think No Time to Die has a shot. I don't think Tomorrow World has a shot because
no, I don't think Tomorrow World does. No.
I don't think Coming to America
I was
has it.
surprised.
I would put
on here.
I would put Coming to America at the bottom, and I enjoyed the movie, but I don't know why. It just looks odd in this list. It just doesn't.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, well,
everything here is action.
I was a little shocked.
Everything
and then like
action.
Fast and the Furious Saga 9, I was a little surprised to see that one on here as well.
I figured it out. Okay, Chris Fagan's my conspiracy theory is about to come out again. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
People's Choice didn't want to be hit with that Oscars so white hashtag. Boom. There you go. There you go. That's why I Coming to America. Let's throw Eddie Murphy's movie in there. All right. Real quick, because I could spend all day messing with that. What is, see, it would have been smart of me to have my categories set up. So for what was the next one? The next one was the TV show of 2021. That would end the list. Do you have the list in front of you? Do you have the TV show list?
Yeah.
What we got?
So Cobra Kai, I get that one. Grey's Anatomy, don't get that one. Law and Order, SVU, again, something that's been running forever. I'm a little surprised.
I heard they're bringing back the original one now.
But like the Grey's Anatomy and Law and Order, SVU, are they doing like the season, like this season, or overall the show?
No, the overall main Law and Order show ended a long time ago.
Well, this is special. Yeah,
that's SVU was a spinoff. The one. Yeah, that debuted like in the year 2000, and they've had a whole bunch of other spinoffs that didn't make it. But now they currently have SVU and they have Organized Crime. Those are the two that's going on right now.
Are we saying the best TV show of 2020? So whatever season was in 2020, or are we doing overalls? Because these are all Grey's Anatomy.
I'm going to assume 2021. I mean, best show of 2021.
Saturday Night Live is on here at The Bachelor. Okay, so I get This Is Us and WandaVision. I get
This Is Us because I mean that's a drama that people I've never watched one episode.
Oh, okay. Well, that how they shot it, how they put the story together was so freaking complicated, but it worked so well, and that's that one got a lot of attention when it came out, and so did WandaVision. So I get that, and Cobra Kai has had a lot of attention too. But the other ones, like The Bachelor,
maybe they should have separated the streaming from. I mean, I understand it's all television, but maybe they should have separated streaming from overall television.
The Bachelor is reality, so best TV show. So obviously they're not doing fiction and reality.
This is overall best on the small screen. These are the choices. I would say based on the ones that I've seen, the one that has the best shot, it's honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably gonna be Grey's Anatomy. I mean, there is a following, it's only because of the longevity, the cult following behind it. Shonda Rhimes and her army of people. But if I was picking, I would pick WandaVision. I think WandaVision deserves it. But that's a guy who hasn't seen This Is Us I don't watch The Bachelor. The only thing that I wouldn't be eligible.
I would say This Is Us or WandaVision. That's my prediction out of all of these, and I've seen all of those.
All right, that's our picks right there. Conspiracy theory. Legend says he loves my conspiracy theory. Yeah, they don't want to get people's choice so white. Let's see. Wait, does the television category fit? Well, there's what's her name that was in WandaVision? What's her name's daughter? Rambo. There's and This Is Us. There's color there. Okay, there's yeah. Okay. Moving on to I'll move on to the next category for music. The album of 2021. Here was the picks. It was Certified Lover Boy by Drake, which a title he stole from my memoir, by the way. Culture 3 from the Migos, the Three Amigos. That's what I call them. Happier Than Ever from Billie Eilish. What else? I'm sorry. Let me go
Justice from
widescreen.
Justin Bieber.
Justice from Justice Bieber. Yeah, Justice for Justin Bieber. Little Nas X with Montero, which people call that the best album of the year, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
I'm already picking that to be the winner.
I think you'll win too.
Planet Her from Doja Cat,
Hmm.
and Sour from Olivia Rodrigo, somebody I've never heard of, and Starcrossed from Kacey Musgrave. See, I've already
Oh,
crossed over
you've
to old.
heard of Olivia Rodrigo? She sings the "Good for You." I
Good
wish
for
you're happy and
you, you look
healthy.
happy
Yeah,
now. The only
yeah,
thank you, TikTok. Thank you.
that's the
I'm done.
one.
I'm done with TikTok now.
That's it.
And the last category that was on the list was, oh, sorry, where's my, there we go.
You want me to read? I'll read it.
No, I was just trying to find so I can put the
Oh,
graphic up there. For
oh.
the comedy actor of 2021, we have Back to Abnormal tour from Trevor Noah, Bo Burnham inside Bo Burnham, from Scratch tour, John Mulaney. Sorry, Harriet Tubman, Phoebe Robinson, the King's Jester tour from Hasan Minhaj. People always mispronounce his name. It's Minhaj. Just in case for anybody was not wondering, the Milk and Money tour from Ali Wong. I want to see that. It's not on Netflix, but I love Ali Wong. Vaccinated and Horny tour from Chelsea Handler, of course,
All
and
right.
You Know What It Is from Marlon Wayans. And yeah,
So I will say this, and you guys can go ahead and burn me for it, but like as much talk as some of these things have had, like Bo Burnham's, not all the feedback was great on that one, but I did love it. It was very unique. I'm surprised that we don't see like the Dave Chappelle, even though they're super canceling him right now, but sometimes people like to throw a wild card in there
I
and
wonder.
start
I
voting for
wonder
things that
if
people
the people's.
decide to cancel.
I wonder if the nominees are picked from an academy that's within People's Choice Awards, and then the people vote on who wins, or do the people also vote for the nominees? Because
I
that might
don't know.
explain why. Because I would think that Chappelle should be up there too.
Yeah.
I mean,
You,
he didn't he have more than one release on Netflix this year, or was it
yeah,
separated by years?
I don't know,
I think he
but
had
he's
two that
had
dropped this year.
several.
Yeah, and
He's a funny dude.
he's the goat right now. So
Yeah.
whether he's being whether people are upset about what he said, or what they feel like, that that's going on with it's um I don't know. You're right. At least I would think that he would deserve to be on this panel. At least if there was a ninth category, he should be on there.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't want to take the risk of him winning. that's
Yeah.
there's my conspiracy theory. They didn't want to risk him actually winning it.
And then people canceling the People's
People's
Choice.
Choice Awards, exactly. You were already ahead of me on that one. So that's it for that's the categories. There's way more for the People's Choice Awards. I won't be watching it. I don't watch the People's Choice Awards. Maybe I'll cover it if something crazy happens. But let us know what you guys think about all those categories, and if you have any
Like if
questions.
Little Nas doesn't win, we'll talk about
If
it.
Little Nas doesn't win, I'm sure, yeah, that's gonna be the thing that's gonna. You know what? That's
Mhm.
there. You go. They probably didn't want to have that story. Little Nas X is obviously gonna win the music category, and then
Yeah.
backdoor it with Dave Chappelle winning. Yeah, that
Hey,
would
was that a gay joke?
what a joke. I guess it
He
wasn't
said
because I don't even know.
backdooring it
Oh,
with Dave
I
Chappelle.
get it. I get it. How do we know that? Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that was a gay joke. I mean, there's
I
guys.
know. I was making
There,
funny.
there's actual straight couples that enjoy some of that activity, but that's another show. That's a topic
That
for
is a
another.
different kind of show.
I beg your pardon. Okay, so let's move on to the next category, next topic of the.
I didn't know what that meant. I recently found out what that meant. I had no idea.
Sure.
Never heard it before.
And the next category. This is a weird transition. The next category, Michael Myers homophobic. Michael Myers is homophobic. Reads one comment on Twitter. Another states Halloween Kills was so good, but why did Michael Myers have to kill the one gay couple? The tweet appeared to have been written in jest, but they and others like them have opened the floodgates of criticism on the claims and the debate on whether fictional murder could be homophobic. What are your quick thoughts about that?
People are just roasting Michael Myers lately. So they super hate him because he kills the fireman.
Right.
Now they hate him because he kills the gay couple.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like, he's a murderer. If you're in the movie, you're probably gonna die.
I saw a TikTok video where there was a brilliant one this black girl made about, following that stereotype about how black people are the first ones to die in horror movies. There was a one black woman standing to the right, and next to her was a white woman, the stereotype, blonde. She's on her phone. She's oblivious to what's going on. And Michael Myers is targeting the black girl, and she's like having to get away. She's like, really? And the white girl is like tripping down, falling. Oh my God, please someone help me. And the black girl is like, really? You're just gonna? And Michael literally walks over her to get to the black girl. And then the black woman just calls him out and goes, you know what? I've had enough. I'm tired of it. I'm upset, and like, you know why, and I'm not gonna deal with this. And Michael Myers has to make it up to her. He shows up. I don't know why, but he shows up in a black car. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize. And then he writes her a note promising that he won't kill her first. And
this is the Scary Movie franchise.
This is a TikTok video.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then he shows how much he cares by showing like the scene cuts, and it shows that he actually does kill the blonde. And the black girl's like, oh, you really do? And they dance for a little while. And then then he snaps back into it, and she's like, she runs for her life, like, because she got so Michael cares. Michael is woke. according to
he's an equal opportunity murderer.
He hates everyone equally.
Everybody should die.
I mean, that's his motto.
According to him, anyway.
If you see the movie, there is a specific reason why Michael has to take out that couple, and I don't know. I mean, so I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but it's a legit reason. I mean, the second me and my wife were watching it, the second we saw where they were, we already knew. Oh, they're gone. They're goners. Like, I'll give it away without giving it away. It was like, oh, you're in that house? That's where you live? Oh, you're gone. That's pretty much. So if you can tell what I'm trying to say, it's justified, like, why this murderer would target them.
There's a special house for the Michael Myers franchise.
Right. Exactly. It makes sense. But
it's his house.
That's where they drew the line. You're like firemen, right? Firemen or whatnot. Like he's killed children. He's killed babysitters. He's killed cops. He's
killed virgins and non-virgins.
Yeah. Peggers, not
kills them all. Okay. I don't know if you could just tell that, so that he would have to ask him first, I guess.
You're like, not in my movie. But that's just, I guess people just want to. It's just people that just want to watch the world burn. They just like to throw a match and some gasoline and just watch it all, and just all go up. But it says here that let me get my. You know what? I keep messing up. It says one LGBT publication, a gamer also posted on opted. Is it opted squelching claims the notorious villain is homophobic. Noting that the way he handles the death of the gay couple in the latest film feels no different to how he butchered Bob, Ann, and Linda in the original Halloween. So, I mean. I don't know. I mean, people. I guess people just, like I said, people just said that at first as a joke, and then it just caught fire. I think there's just some people out there that are just. I wouldn't be surprised if there were people that weren't even in the community just purposely just tweeting anything that they can just to keep a disruption going on. So
hey, angry people flock to Twitter. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they do.
You're angry. You feel a little upset today. You want to go yell at somebody about something and you don't know what? Go to Twitter. Get it on Twitter. Get it on TikTok. You can find it. Real quick, moving on to the left before we got where we go, because me and Sarah got a game to bet on. Also, go Braves.
In the news, you get one. You get one.
I've said it like 3 times.
You get. That was your last one. Everybody look.
Go
Okay, everybody
Braves.
look at Sarah, and I want everybody with me to give her that side eye.
Go Braves.
All right, okay, that's enough. You're, you got it out of your system.
Am I in timeout now? No. I'll be yelling and screaming. I'm going to the game on Friday. So I will
good
be
for
there.
you.
I will wave at you. You can see me on TV going, haha, kick those Stros right out of here.
Yeah, you'll be saying a different tune on Friday when it's 1-1.
No.
Speaking about 1-1, because 1 + 1 is 2. Dune 2 is a go. That's a transition.
Good transition. That was good.
Dune 2 is a go from Legendary Warner Brothers. Then it's I'm bad with names. Is it Villeneuve, and Timothy Chalamet are reteaming for the sequel, which is set to hit theaters in 2023. 2023 is sooner than you think. Okay, so this was always a go. They tried to drop this news today as if it was like, hey guys, the movie is out. It's such a success. It's so great. We're greenlighting Doom 2. Like 2023, fall of 2023. You've had this planned months ago, if not a year ago. This was already set. You can't just.
Well, they knew they had to make at least one more movie because there's 9 books, and they're supposed to do 3 with this first one.
Have
3
to
with the
is.
second one.
No movie has to be made. If this movie, let's say Dune
No,
only made $1 in the box office.
Deep inside their soul, they knew that if they
was always
opened
in the
the
cards.
door, if they opened the door to the first one, they had to make a second one because the first one couldn't end in a resolving kind of way, so they'd have to do the second one.
Unless the movie flopped. If the movie was a complete flop, they wouldn't risk it. But I think
I've seen them make stupider movies for more money. So
you don't know.
Let's be real.
But you don't know if you would consider this a stupid movie. You haven't seen. You might love Dune.
I'm all prepared to love it.
You're prepared to love it. Are you sure you're not putting your expectations too high to a point where you?
I guess we'll see. We'll see. But although I'm not putting my expectations too high as far as the Braves are concerned because they already won a game. So I know I've got my expectations pretty on par.
Oh no, prepare to be destroyed. And you will be the first person I call at the bottom of the ninth, or you will be the first person I block if we lose.
You can't be mad at me just because I'm right.
Everybody in Georgia. There's so many things to be upset with Georgia right now.
Hey, so the Braves are technically the underdogs.
I know.
That's what all the news is saying. Braves are the underdogs. They've had an amazing season this season, and I just want them to win because you got to bet on the underdog. I'm just saying.
So much noise, guys. When the Braves before the World Series, she was like, "Well, it doesn't matter if the Braves are up by 10 points. They're gonna blow it." She was the most pessimistic. Fair weather fan ever.
They have proven me wrong. Won my loyalty and my heart. My heart belongs to the Braves.
Okay.
I'm in it.
Speaking about being brave, to face the villain from Scream, you would have to be. Ghostface Killer is in the news for reasons that you wouldn't even believe. Have you heard about the Ghostface Killer or the Scream cult, Ghostface cult that's developed on TikTok?
No, but I am glad that the WhatsApp hasn't come back. That went along with it
wow, I almost forgot about that. From
well,
they did that in the
scary movie.
In the scary movie when they made fun. The funny thing is, so this is all marketing for the upcoming Scream movie, but now there is a cult of people on TikTok. They're changing their profile pictures to any version of the Ghostface Killer. The most common used one is the one from Scary Movie where he's smoking and blowing smoke in the air and being silly. So the thing about this cult is if you're a part of it, everybody that you see who also changes their profile picture to it, you have to follow them and they have to follow you. And whether you, I know people probably don't even know. Let me see if I can pull it up.
So is it like a cult or like people just running on
It's
a
just
trend?
people just
Because
being
a cult,
silly. It's just people being
okay,
silly. It's just
because a cult is a serious thing.
yeah, exactly. It's just they just call themselves the Ghostface cult. They're just a team of people who've agreed to.
Because they want to seem hard and tough.
And
They cults.
Hey, look, and we're not and as far as grifting, we're not over here at T3 Meetings. We're not above joining a bandwagon. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can show you if it's gonna help me out here. Let me see if I can.
I don't know. Cult is an intimidating word.
That's the word that they decided to use. There, look, there's the TikTok for the T3 Meetings right there. See, we're not above joining, but it's just a team of people. They just support each other. Like if you have this on your icon, you're supposed to follow them, and they're supposed to follow you. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. That's only temporary. I only did it as a joke. I'm not gonna keep it up there, and I'm not following a bunch of people. Yeah, that's the what's up version of them. And I'm not following a bunch of. If you're not about movies or the things that we talk about, then I'm not just gonna randomly follow a bunch of people on TikTok. I just
unless you're really cute. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's your rules. But that's pretty much what's going on for the ghost faced cult. So I mean, oh, if you have time, I mean, we already hit the 30-minute mark, and I know we gotta do a game to watch. I say the rules are I want to keep it on a tight. 30.
You have to read these because some of these are funny.
You want to go? You want to hurry up and do? We got your mail.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Let's go. Let's go to it. All right. So, okay, guys. Let's go for the We Got Your Mail portion of the show. This is the part of the show where we read the questions, the comments, and concerns that come in when like I said, when you guys put your questions in and like I say, put it in the box. So whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on Instagram or wherever, or one of our videos right here on YouTube, if you comment something or send a question in that you want us to answer, we'll answer it right here. Support the show. It would really help us out if you guys would send super chats. But I'm just saying, that's if you want to. Nobody's doing that. If
you're super and you have a chat, bring it our way.
If you're handsome or beautiful, whatever you like, then I'll just, hit that super chat because you're smart.
There you go.
One of the the first question that comes in, I don't know, do I have it up here, or do you have one of the first ones that came in? Comes from YouTube, came from Cora Gray, and Cora says, "Hey,
I love her name.
Can you react to it is okay to have a preference?" It was on an interracial video that I did. Interracial Couples by Jubilee. Me and Joy, we've been joking about stuff like that a lot lately. So yeah, me and Joy, we're gonna do a lot of those types of topics because we are an interracial couple. So we're gonna do a lot more reaction videos together, and there's a whole bunch of funny stuff that's online. Interracial couples that like to mess with each other. Like my favorite one is the guy whose girlfriend, the black guy whose white girlfriend convinces him to go hiking the first time in his life, and he looks like he's about to die. He's like, we don't do this, like those kind of jokes and stuff. Because Joy is the opposite of that. She's like, I ain't doing that stuff. Like she's like, I don't go camping, I don't go hiking, I'm not going bungee jumping, I'm not going skydiving. I'm like, oh, she's perfect. She's against any of those stereotypes. But yeah, you're probably gonna see me and Joy do some stuff like that too, and we'll do that in the future. The next one comes from Patrick FF. In regards to a topic I brought up about zombies. Okay.
I agree to this one 100%.
With me or with him?
No, with him. 100%.
Oh my God. So, okay, if you've heard me say this before, guys, I said this. People who believe that a zombie apocalypse is possible, you guys are out of your mind, because there's a little something in the world called rigor mortis. So
it's a reanimation virus. So it's a reanimation. So if it's a reanimation virus that makes the zombies, it cancels out the rigor mortis because they're reanimated.
No. Only a Braves fan would say something like that.
But the Braves are winning, so I guess you have to believe me.
Oh, wow. Ooh, fighting words.
Put it up.
I'm going to bring a scientist up here or a doctor, something. You can't have it both ways. You can't be a zombie with the virus that reanimates you and you're decaying.
That's how you
at the
become
same
a
time.
zombie.
Yeah.
No, you can decay.
You're still
You can
decaying.
decay. There's a difference between, okay, so rigor mortis sets in what time? How long does rigor mortis last? It doesn't last forever.
Well, that's what I said. My theory is that if you were in a zombie apocalypse, it would only last like a week.
No, but see, what you're saying is that once they hit rigor mortis, they
would
stay
all
in
just
rigor
be
mortis.
stuck. Yeah.
But they don't stay, like, when a body dies, they'll hit a rigor mortis. They'll hit a rigor mortis state at some point. Their body doesn't stay in rigor.
So how
their body releases from rigor.
But the zombie is constantly decaying. There's no oxygen getting into their
course.
muscles. There's no water getting into their bodies.
Of course, that's why in zombie movies you see like a rotten head just still going.
Right. So if the muscles are dead, how are they lifting their bones and moving around?
Eventually they kind of fall apart, but the whole point is it's fantasy.
There would be a pile of goo on the ground eventually,
yeah. But the whole idea is that the infection or the virus reanimates them for a period of time.
Cells to rebuild cells. No, if there's no water, if there's no oxygen, there's no rebuilding of cells.
There's no fuel. If no fuel is being brought and circulated within the body, you cannot regrow cells. No.
You cannot. Exactly. So zombies cannot exist. I will not be argued with. Have I convinced you yet?
No.
Oh wow! You're just gonna you just
go to New Orleans and go talk to a witch doctor. They'll tell you about zombies.
I'm not going back to New Orleans.
Oh, did you meet a zombie there?
Did you get some booze there? A lot when I was a kid. There was just too many. Look, once you find out what some women might put in spaghetti, you don't mess with.
What does that mean?
I'll tell you after the show.
Spaghetti?
So let's just say it's a love potion.
I don't. Oh, you're gross. That's gross. That's gross.
I didn't do it. Anyway, next question.
Spaghetti.
Next one comes from. I'm not gonna say it the way it's really said.
It's not your mom's spaghetti.
Exactly right. From TikTok from FUK me. This was a comment on a theory post that I put on the TikTok account. My theory is that the feud between YouTube TV and Roku is still going. So okay. I put up on the T3 Media's TikTok account that what am I trying to say? The Roku that I have. See, Roku, if you get a new Roku, you will not be allowed to have YouTube TV. It won't allow you to have it. But if you've already had YouTube TV before the feud between YouTube and Roku started, if you were grandfathered in, if you already had it, you got it. If you delete it, you can't get it back. So my theory is that Roku has been messing. If you have YouTube TV on your Roku, they're going to mess with you. So, for example, on this video, I said that whenever I turn my Roku on, I have YouTube TV on the top, like the top line for the apps that that you can select. I always set it at the very top, but the Roku always defaults to the next line. So I have YouTube TV, I have HBO Max, and I have Netflix. And on the next line is, the next set of apps. It always defaults to row 2. I wanted to default to row 1 because 9 times out of 10, I'm turning on YouTube TV. But it always defaults to row 2. So I moved YouTube TV down to row 2. What happened the next day? It started defaulting back to the top again. So I think my theory is that Roku is just, if you have YouTube TV, it's fucking with you. That's just my theory. And
so I want to make one comment. So I greatly appreciate the question, but a subscription is what you pay for. A prescription is something you get from the doctor.
You beat me to it. I was about to read. Yeah, I saw that.
It's been bothering me the whole time. I'm just sitting here. I'm listening to you, but I'm
thinking about getting a Roku. Do you have to pay a prescription to use it? I mean, that's between you and your doctor. Okay, that's no. There is no subscription for Roku. Once you buy the Roku, you have the Roku, and there are other apps. There are apps that you can stream on your Roku, like HBO Max. You will have to have a prescription to those, or a prescription to Netflix, or a prescription to what is it? Peacock or one of those apps. So those are the things you would need the prescription for, but not the Roku.
Subscription.
It's making you like, I can tell it makes you itch when you're thinking like you hate that. I can tell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sarah's not the kind of person that just corrects your English on the spot. She doesn't do that.
I wait politely until there's a lull in the conversation, and then I tell you use the wrong word.
Right. From also from TikTok, Jay Holiday says, if you haven't yet seen Buster Keaton's stunts, I'd highly recommend you check them out sometimes. I made a post about the very first stunt man in movie history, and this is the suggestion. Buster Keaton's. I'll YouTube them. I'll go check them out. Buster Keaton's.
Yeah.
Is there anything like who is that famous stunt? Evel Knievel? No, I'll check.
I think there's a lot of fire involved. If I'm thinking of the right stunt guy.
With Buster Keaton? I
think so. Is he the guy that lights himself on fire?
No, I think was that Super Dave? Remember Super Dave?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
But there was one guy who would light himself on fire and then get on a motorcycle and then jump through stuff and then land in water. Is that this guy?
I don't know. I haven't checked him out, so we'll look him up.
That looked terrifying.
And then there was another post that I did where it was all about what's been going on with Alec Baldwin and whatnot. So there's a few comments. So I put all the comments on the same one. So because I just didn't have time to, otherwise this whole show could be about I got hundreds and hundreds of comments about that one topic. So just to start it off real quick, it said, what is this? Is it Phoenixton? Nepotism. She speaking about the armor of the set that was in charge of loading that prop. Nepotism. She got the job just because her dad had done it before. Imagine if you just let your kids be surgeons because their parents were. Like, her for those that don't know, Anna Gutierrez Reed, her father is well known in the Hollywood business as a movie set armorer, and she is not that experienced. She's only done one other movie besides this movie that she's done with on the set of Rust. Mm-hmm. And they're saying that because of her name and who her father is, that's mostly why she got the job. It's probably
so. About the whole thing, I do have just one thing to say.
What you got?
It's hard to point the finger at just one person because equipment like that, so I'm going to call it equipment, passes through different people's hands. So it's not just one single person that has to check and make sure that that's not a volatile thing. It has to pass through several people, several chains of approval in order to get to the point of use.
Right.
So you can't just say this is the scapegoat, this is the one person. It's a chain of command that all those people okayed this thing to have, okayed this piece of equipment before it even reached to his hand.
Anna Gutierrez Reed, the armorer, she was the one who was in charge of loading, putting the ammo in of the props of the gun. The assistant director, I think his name is Dave Halls. He was the person who picked up there was 3 props that he took from her station to bring it to the director and to the cinematographer, who unfortunately was killed, Miss Hutchins. They were running, from what I understand, they were running a scene. They were practicing out with Alec a scene that he was supposed to carry out, and they needed to practice with the props. They brought 3 props. She loaded it up with the ammos, which was all supposed to be blanks. The assistant director's job was to confirm that they were blanks and they were clear, and then hand it to the actor to use on the set. He picks up the prop, the prop, and hands it to Alec Baldwin and tells him this is a cold gun, which means it's safe to use. Hands it to her, and then what happens. The number of people that is like, any gun person, everybody knows that the person shooting the gun, it's their 100% responsibility to make sure that it's clear. No, it's not. We're not talking about a police officer. We're not talking about a person who owns a firearm in his own home is defending it, and maybe it goes off accidentally and hurts somebody in the house or something like, or hurts themselves. We're not talking about that scenario. We're talking about a movie set.
A prop gun. A gun that was supposed to not be a functional weapon.
The number of people who just want it to be Alec Baldwin's fault. And,
this is horrible.
I mean,
this is a horrible situation.
It's crazy to me. I mean, it's people who just want it to be that way.
They just want to pick somebody to be at fault. They want to choose one person. They don't want to distribute the responsibility to where it needs to be distributed.
Look at all that footage.
This is a multi-tier thing.
Somebody made a good point. We're about to get to it later. One of the next comments was from April GA Peach. April Georgia Peach, I'm assuming, commented, I've heard that guns cannot shoot real bullets. That's a so, and I also corrected this. I mentioned this on the TikTok account. Prop does not mean toy. Prop is short for property, theatrical property. Anything on set, materials or supplies are props. It's just short for property. The gun could be able to shoot real bullets. It could be a real gun. If it's being used on the set, on stage, the theater, or whatever, on a movie screen.
And they often are.
It's considered a prop. It might be a paperweight. It might be the real deal. The notion that I can understand that. I know this is America, and I know we all love our automatic weapons and whatnot. But you can't expect every actor, if you're gonna handle this, you're gonna have to go through intense training to use it. No, he doesn't. I mean, you can make the same argument.
Do we know? We don't know. We don't know that he doesn't fire weapons in his free time. We don't know any of that. But that's not the point in case here. He was handed a weapon
and told that it was clear. It was cold. That
it was clear. That it was full of blanks. This is what the scene is. So he acted out the scene. And unfortunately, somebody put live bullets in it. And how the live bullets got to somebody who filled it full of bullets, right. That's the part I don't get, why there were live rounds on
the set in the first place. There's the $1 million question. Why were there even live rounds anywhere near that set? I can understand.
And if they were live rounds, why weren't they clearly marked?
I can understand if the
how does this happen?
If the area that the armorer worked in, maybe it's like a trailer or whatever, and she has her own things. Maybe when she's on a set, she has a case for blanks, and then maybe when she goes to a real range, she has her drawer full of the real deal, and she has more than one gig or something like that, and there was an unfortunate mistake that happened. But if it was me, I would not. I would hope that I would have a better system in place, or I would just say, don't bring live rounds to the set at all. Don't bring.
I agree. If it even was her responsibility to bring the rounds.
Yeah.
Because if it's studio property and the studio provides it, and her job is to ensure its quality or maintain it, how would she know if it was a live round or not? I don't know anything about to look at the.
I would have to look more into what the definition of the job requirements of an armorer is, but from what I understand, it was 100% her responsibility as far as getting the ammo or the blanks or whatever, and providing it, or at the very least, even if she wasn't the one that was in charge of buying said ammo, she was in charge of loading the prop and making sure to load it with the proper ammo. So this whole thing could turn out to be bigger than we thought. I mean, people's theories are that Alec Baldwin wanted a thrill kill. I mean that people are coming up with all kinds of theories, and for all we know, that maybe that's true. But all I know is the police. I mean,
he's rich enough.
The police.
He's rich enough. If he want to go murder somebody, he can go pick somebody in some random ass country, and I'm sure there's an illegal market for something like that.
For something like that. But for people to automatically go there, for people to say that Alec Baldwin can't. This is what
That's
we do
horrifying.
to people, and we disassociate ourselves mentally, spiritually, geographically, and obviously financially from people who work in Hollywood, and assume that any bad thing that happens, that means that they're evil lizard people monsters. It's not. It becomes in some of these people's heads, it's not possible that an accident happened and that Alec Baldwin genuinely feels terrible about it. No, there's
Of
people in the
course.
comment section going, he did it on purpose. The Clintons, this and that. It's always something. It's like
Ultimately, this is a tragedy where somebody lost their life.
which is the most important thing. Exactly. And people want to
And
talk
that
about
should be
Alec
the
Baldwin.
focus. Her poor family. She's
Exactly.
never coming back. This is horrifying.
And there's all the comments that I've gotten, that was the majority comment that we got that I got, that Alec did it on or wanted to do it, or this was a hit job. Like it's
You don't
crazy.
know that man. You don't know that man.
Well,
We don't know if
and the
he's
last one that
crazy.
came on that topic before we move on, before we close it out, was from Daniel. Is it Daniel Hill? Daniel K. Dan K. Hill cometh. Keanu Reeves never checked the guns. You can see the footage from behind the scenes. It was always the armor that is the rules. The actor is only there to act.
Exactly.
It makes sense to me. I mean, there are actors who know how to use guns. There are actors who don't like guns at all and hate guns. And but you give them a script and tell them to act like a badass. And Eddie Murphy said it himself. Like, I think he said, like, I don't know how to fight. I don't like to fight. But if I'm in a movie where I'm the main hero, I'm gonna kick your ass. You know, I can pretend like I can fight. I can pretend to shoot a gun. It's a script. So I don't know.
It's a horrifying thing.
People just want to like you said, just want to see the world burn.
Well, they just want to blame somebody, and the easiest one to blame is who pulled the trigger, and that's, in this situation, it's far more complicated than that.
Yeah.
And it's so sad that nobody's going, hey, that poor woman and her poor family, you know, she's no longer here with us. That should be the more focus. And they're going to do their investigation. I mean, obviously they will have to, the whole studio will, and they'll figure out what happened and who's at fault. And that's how it'll go. As well as the police, I imagine.
Her family, her husband, I believe, and her father has already come out, you know, saying they don't blame Alec for it and stuff. The police have already cleared him and whatnot. Yeah. My rule with a lot of things, you can't be more offended than the victim.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you know, that's there we go. And we got it. Also, we have in the comment section. I see Sarah was trying to keep this fact from me. Daniel Dyer, the dire situation. Ghost Rose. That's right, Daniel. About to watch this game. Woo! But let's finish it out real quick for moving on to We Got Your Vote, the part of the show where I usually put polling questions up on the YouTube community tab or on the there's voting poll on TikTok. This is a potpourri of between one or the other. So the first voting question that came up was, and we have a person on the comment section that's about to get booted. Says go Braves. Ugh. God, can the moderators do something about these people? First one comes in from We Got Your Vote. The question was, what are you most excited to? What were you most excited to see from DC fandom? The two questions that I put up there was for the video game. This is the video game part of the show. Mm-hmm. Gotham Knights got 71%, and the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League video game got 29%.
I agree to that one for sure.
Gotham Knights is a very popular game.
Mm-hmm.
Very popular game. But I'm not going to lie. That Suicide Squad trailer video game looks fun as hell. If they do make a third Suicide Squad, a crossover between the Justice League. Here's my pitch, Warner Brothers. It can be a Neo Justice League type like movie. Like the people in the Justice League are there. The target is the Justice League. But the Suicide Squads are trying to take them out. But they're so... little pathetic in comparison. They don't even notice them. Like, I want the Justice League not to be so focused on what they're doing. They don't even notice the exactly. Just fleas, just flick them off, and that's what I imagine it would be anyway. But and then maybe at the end, then Harley Quinn like does something crazy, and Batman's like, okay, we got to take this seriously now, or something. I don't know. That's just my pitch.
No, they hook up at the end. You
want Batman and Harley to hook up? Poison Ivy would be so mad about that. That's her girl. The next one that came in after that was the question was from the breaking the girl code video that me and was it Daniel, was that us that did that? He's in the live chat right now. Was that us? I think that was us. That was a video that me and him did when he was here on the couch. And it was a "Am I the asshole?" question that came in. Long story short, college dorm. The neighbor across the hall, it was like, I guess it's a co-ed dorm. There was a girl that lived on one side of the hall, a guy that lived on the other side. The guy had girls coming into his room all the time. There was a girl that he had regular there at first. She introduced herself to her. She liked her. She was fine, blah, blah, blah. Then a week goes by. She hasn't seen that girl. And then new girls started to come in. And then a week after that, the old girl's banging on the door upset. Why didn't you tell me that he was cheating on me with all these other girls? You know, girl code. Why didn't you tell me? I'm a girl, you're a girl. You're supposed to tell me. And, you know, the college, the neighbor was like, look, I'd only known you a week. I didn't know like what's going. Like, did I break girl code? That was the question. Did she break girl code for not telling a stranger, really, like get all in their business, like warn her about the fact that he was seeing other women? And
so how did the neighbor know that they didn't break up?
Exactly.
Like, I get
which
it.
was
She
exactly
comes
what she
knocking on
said.
the door.
If
she knocks on the door and goes, "Is my boyfriend seeing other people?" A respectful human being be like, "Yeah, I've seen them tramping in and out. You know, get on that. Handle your business." But
I raised another question. I raised the possibility that she wasn't on. She was more under, and people 88% agree with me. She was more under bro code rules because she was the neighbor, or I feel like she might have known the neighbor more than this.
But was she? We don't know if she was friends with the neighbor or not.
At the very least, she knows the guy better than all the other girls that's just coming in and out of the house.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know my neighbors.
I would argue that she was under bro code rules.
I think that's a messy, horrible situation. Either way, I think you're losing.
88% believe bro code, and 12% said she was under girl code rules. So, go straight.
Can you have bro code with a guy and you're a girl?
Yeah.
Can that be bro code?
Yeah. If you're my friend and you've known me longer, yeah. And
if I don't like if you're doing something shady that I think is
you don't. I mean, if you don't have to do it, but I can still say I can still claim you broke bro code. You might not agree with me, but I can still claim it. But or if I'm your bro too. My bro code would also indicate that if I saw something that was going against you and I was supposed to have your back, I would tell you. You would maybe.
That sounds more like a friend code than necessarily
co-op code.
Bro versus girl code.
What is it called when it's girl and guy? Is it girl guy code? Is it co-op code? What is it? Is it
just being respectful about your friend?
There's got to be a code for it. It's bro code, girl code, and
it's called respect, Chris.
All right.
Called respect. RESPCT. There's a whole song about it.
By an actress who's being typecast in the same kind of films. But moving on to the last.
That's true.
One of the last ones that came in real quick. Should TikTok star Ali, have you heard about this? Ali Abulaba, accused of unaliving his wife. Should his account be taken down? There's a TikToker. He's almost at 1 million followers. Who was I guess the rumor is that he was about to be divorced by his wife. He did a lot of sketches as pretending to be Tony Montana and all that stuff from Scarface and all that. And
Tony Montoya.
He is. The story goes that she was about to divorce him. She started seeing somebody else. He was kicked out of the apartment or the house that they lived in. She told him to, leave the key behind. He secretly made a copy of it and came back one day with a weapon. Found the guy in the house with her. And shot him multiple times and then shot her once in the head and ran away. After the story goes, and this is all I still have to say allegedly legally because he still hasn't been convicted. But
that's real. They both died.
Yeah, they're both really dead though, right? But he allegedly killed them. But afterwards, he gets on the phone and confesses to his mother of what he did. Then he goes and picks up their daughter from school that day, and nothing happened to the girl. The girl was the little girl was fine, and the girl was taken away, and when he was arrested. So he had a conversation with his mom. He picked up his daughter from school after doing what he just did to his daughter's mother, and now he's in jail now, and his TikTok account is still up.
Is he posting on it?
Oh no, he's in jail. He's not posting. It's just the fact that there are other accounts that get community guideline violations or whatever, or get their accounts taken down for being a horrible person all the time. But
because they post horrible things, or just because they are horrible and they have an account?
Well, some people, it's mostly both, but some people, if a person. There are some people that are banned from TikTok because they're just horrible people. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Donald I think besides all the other accounts that he was banned from, I don't think Trump would be allowed to get a thing because of what happened in January 6th. That's why he was banned on all the other social media. So I think he's also banned from TikTok. If I'm not mistaken, I think O.J. Simpson has a Twitter account for some weird reason, but I don't think he has a TikTok account. I don't know.
But the difference I think is because he's alleged.
Yeah, now he's out. Now he's out from jail. So I guess that is different.
And I get why Trump was banned, because they didn't like the things that he was posting.
Yeah.
So it's less about him being
president than
who he is.
Yeah, they couldn't do it while he was president because they would felt like they would get too much backlash. You're doing it to a sitting president, but once he was voted out, then they.
So I can get taking it down because he's posting horrible things.
The dude is literally in jail right now.
So maybe they need to notify him that he's under. I don't know how that works. How they take it down.
People have been flooding TikTok with.
But are they flagging his account?
Yeah, flagging this account needs to be taken down. Blah blah. I mean, constantly flooding with, and it's still up to this day. And last two real quick.
Probably take it down after he gets convicted. I'm sure.
I'm assuming. So I would honestly think you've murdered you murdered your wife and the mother of your child. I think it should be taken down now. But that's me. But and a lot of millions of other people. I feel like they should do it.
Except for the people that are following.
They've taken it down for people who just show a little cleavage. So they've taken other people's down for just a little skin, like. So,
I haven't been on TikTok much. It's kind of changed.
Oh, I'm always nude on TikTok. But anyway, so
check out the channel T3 Medias on TikTok. See all of Chris.
Willow Smith has a song out that's kind of being made fun of now. I don't know if you've heard it. Like a kind of vibe, baby. Are you coming for the ride?
Okay, y'all can hate, but I like it. I like it. It catches me in my head.
I'm a no.
And it just hangs out in there, and it's catchy, and you just find yourself singing it. So, but ask me like a month when I can't get it out of my head. Yeah. But I didn't realize it was her, to be honest.
That song, I'm
the girl. I whip my hair back and forth. Come
exactly. On. And now I feel like she's trying to exercise her creative, muscles, and I'm proud of her. I'm glad she's out there trying new things.
She's been in kind of the punk sphere now for a little while.
Okay, that's fine.
It's popular now. Olivia Rodrigo's doing it. Other people are doing it. Young women are
she doing it because
punking out.
Oh, I can't say she's doing it to join the bandwagon.
It's kind of a deal now.
I guess there was a billion ways that she could have sang it. It could have been the same lyrics, but I feel like when I hear her singing it, it sounds like she's doing an impersonation of how a British punk singer sounds. Like it sounds like somebody like trying to do an accent while singing. I don't know. Okay. I don't. That's not her voice to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was her at all. What time does the game start?
About 2 minutes. All right. Last question comes in. The last polling question was better to play Lucky in the upcoming Lucy in the upcoming film. Was it? Was it Danny? Was it what's her name? Deborah Messing.
Deborah Messing.
Messing or Manning? Messing. Deborah Messing.
It's Messing. She's in Will and Grace or Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
I disagree with this.
67% said Nicole. Oh, I put yes or no, but that was actually 67% was for Nicole Kidman and 33%. It used to be the reverse. I was wondering if I should even.
Deborah Messing is really. She looks like her. She's got the comedy. I can't imagine Nicole Kidman making the silly faces because most of her face doesn't move.
You got to look at the trailer. There's a still shot. I thought when I did a reaction to the trailer, they showed the famous grape stomping scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I looked at it, I swear to God, it turns out it was Nicole Kidman. When I was watching it live and I was recording, I thought I said, "Oh, they're using real footage because that is Lucy. That's real footage from the so that's cool. They're gonna have Nicole Kidman on here, but when they're on the show, they're gonna use real footage." I was wrong. It was her. She did the face.
Wow.
It tricked me, and I know that scene. I've watched that episode multiple times. It tricked me. I thought they were showing real footage, but the fact that people thought like it's a show about Lucy. Lucy's funny. Like Deborah's a comedic actress. She looks like Lucy. Yeah, but the movie is not about the I Love Lucy show. It's about the drama that happened behind the scenes with her marriage. You go with the Oscar-nominated actress. I'm sorry, that's me. And now the people agree with me. Like, when I posted this before, everybody it was reversed. It was like 90-something% was for Deborah, and like everybody hated Nicole Kidman being picked for this. Now it seems like it's flipping.
Yeah.
Oscar winner, guys. Go Stros! All right, guys, that's that is the show. We're gonna hurry and get out of here, guys. I every time I try to make this a 30-minute show, I always feel, but you know,
we just have too much to say.
Too much to say. This is an hour show. It's never gonna be a 30-minute show ever again.
It's fine. Accept it. Just accept it.
I cannot. But guys, if you ever, again, if you want to still send us questions, your comments, concerns, send it to us as always. We love to get those comments and read them during the show. So we'll see you guys again next week. If you want to find me, you can always go to @T3 Medias on all the TikToks and the YouTubes and all that stuff, and come talk to us. And for Sarah Catherine Red, where can they find you online?
So I'm primarily on Instagram, but I'm Sarah Catherine the Red everywhere else too. So.
Go Stros! All right, guys. We're gonna watch the game. We're gonna watch the Atlanta Braves.
The Braves beat the Astros again, because they did it once already.
I'm done. Good show.
Bye.
Good show.
Good show. Good show. Good luck there, Astros.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. Turned up on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.